Well, hello. shirlierox here. This is not an April Fool. I am actually playing Rimworld again. The reason that I have not played this on the channel for a while is I got totally burnt out on playing Rimworld. But there is some new DLC coming out for it soon called Odyssey. And that's reignited the fire in my belly. So this is some DLC that is coming out called Odyssey, where you get to build your own ship and travel across the planet. Start small, just a grav engine, few rooms, thrusters. Over time, make it into a home by adding living quarters. This sounds amazing. Explore new biomes, fly into space, tame, train and trade animals, follow maps and rumors, face the mech hive and a new... Okay, so how good does all that sound? Some of my favourite times playing Rimworld was when I used to play mods that was... I remember there was a Mars one where you had to build a planet on... we didn't fly as much, but you ended up on a planet and you had to grow potatoes and crops and stuff. So I like this sort of stepping out of the mould with the normal Rimworld. And yeah, that's coming out. But what we're looking at today is sadly not an Odyssey, because Odyssey is not out yet. We're looking at 1.6. So loads and loads of changes in 1.6. So what I want to say is I'm going to play vanilla 1.6. We're not playing with any of the DLCs. This is just pure core Rimworld. Now, one of the things I was reading about is there's meant to be real good performance boosts on this now. So the devs have said they've made major performance optimizations targeting mid to late game colonies. So on an example test machine they saw 20 to 30% additional TPS in late game colonies. We rewrote many systems to spread out the workload. The pathfinding system is now fully multi-threaded and batched, and the lighting system is also multi-threaded. Pawns and things are now ticked less often in certain circumstances, e.g. when off camera, and there's also optimizations to fix major memory leaks. So what an example after all of that is, when you launch 1.6, the dev machine previously for 1.5 used to launch the game in 18.57 seconds with all expansions. Now in 1.6, it launches in 4.66 seconds, and that's with an additional expansion. That is just bonkers. That is just... I can't believe that is like that. Anyway, what I wanted to look at today is we're going to do a new colony. We've not got any mods. You can see I've only got core, and we're going to do a new colony. So what should I do? Because it's going to be playing with no mods. We're not going to get any quality of life mods, but it would just be nice to play. I might just play the standard crash landed scenario. Let's just have a little look at this. And I used to always go randy random, and ooh, I think we might go for strive to survive. Now, do I want that? I've not played this. The thing about Rimworld is there's so much to learn, and it's a bit like Dwarf Fortress. You always get people commenting saying that you're doing things wrong or you're building it wrong. So I think that would be best for me to jump straight into somewhere like that. So try and get my teeth back into it. And we're going to do commitment mode. So I can't be tempted to change my saves. And my seed is going to be called, what shall I call it? We're going to call it Melon. These are all the factions. Do I want insects? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we're playing vanilla, aren't we? So we're just going to play everything as default. Let's go. Now, let's see how much this takes to generate world. Bear in mind, since I've played this, I have got a new GPU and possibly a new CPU. I don't think I had my AMD CPU when I used to play this. But we need to turn off the helper as well. Well, actually, we'll leave it on because it's going to be... There's going to be loads I don't remember. Now, I used to always like going on to foresty areas. But, like, mountainous. I like growing all year round as well. So, granite, slate. Okay, so Who's near me here, and do they hate me? Okay, they hate me. They hate me. They're neutral. they definitely hate me. Have we got any friends? Sometimes it's kind of nice when you're near some friends and they will come and help you out. These are all neutral. Okay, they really hate. Why do they hate me so much? What about round here then? I mean, it's only large hills round here though. I do like mountainous. I don't want to build it so I'm too far away from anyone now. What about round here? Can we grow? We can't grow all year round though. Granite, sandstone and limestone. I used to know this off by heart because it's like different materials are better. So I think granite is the strongest out of those. I might try here because I've got two friendly ones there and them there. That would take a long while to get over there though. Let's try here. Okay, so this is always a fun bit when you get these characters that start, because sometimes you get like incapable of firefighting. Yeah, you can get in the bin. We don't want anyone that's incapable of violence. You can get in the bin. Yeah, another one. Right, let's get you on the bottom. Incapable of dumb labour. No. Incapable of violence. No. Oh, these... Why have they all got horrible traits? Right, Tony. Tony the boy soldier with a scratch on his arm. Yes. 17-year-old soldier. He's a fast learner, but he gets hungry quickly. Oh no. That's quite a funny trait though, because sometimes they'll just go and pig out and start eating all the food. But I think we'll keep him. Sienna the cannibal. This is yeah, so you really like food. You probably want to eat Tony. And then we've got Red, who is very artistic, but also oh no. Psychically deaf is normally quite good, but you also like setting fire. Oh, like setting fire to things, and you're a chef. But he hates women. And he can't put out his own fires, and he can't clean. And he's you couldn't make this up. He's carrying Molotov cocktails. I've got to have you just for the laughs. And yeah, you're Ryan the chef. So let's. Can you put the nickname? Yeah, you can. Let's leave you as, you're going to be called Chef. Tony is going to be called Pew Pew. Now, I need someone to replace the cannibal. I don't think a cannibal is a good idea. This one's quite good. You're really good with animals. And you tend to get a situation where you're going to get someone who wants to... I'll need to recruit an animal, and it's always seems to take ages to level that skill up. So let's call you... So you're an animal trainer. What's the guy called now? Is it Caesar? I can't remember the guy off the TV. Oh, let's just call him... Let's just call her. Oh, we can't call them animal. Let's just call animal. Or trainer. Trainer. Will I remember? Will I remember 10 episodes in? Trainer animal. That's the worst name ever. Right, that's the gang. Right, generating map. I'm going to leave this in because I'm curious how quickly this is going to do it. See, that was really fast. That was nice. Okay, the three of you wake in your cryptosleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Oh, brings back memories. This is a game that actually made me start my YouTube channel. I used to watch Blitz play Rimworld when Blitz used to be called Blitzkrieg Riesler. And I used to be like, this game is so cool, I want to play it. And then I did start playing it and I thought, I'm going to do videos. And then I didn't get any better at it, but I enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to unallow flak vest, underpants, and hopefully... Let's see, can I... Ooh, medical treatment needed. What is wrong with you? Oh, is it... They've all got... No, you got crypto... See, I didn't notice that. Now, the trouble with this is... Asthma. They're going to need regular treatment. Boo. Right, anyway, before we get into all that, let's sort out a work schedule. So, if you've not played this game before, the colonists do stuff. And they do it like automatically based on what you select in here. Anything with a tick, they will do. If it's got a red, it means they're terrible at it. Now, I like to go to advanced, which is you do manual, and then you've got a tier. So you've got off is blank. One is I will do that before anything else. So normally you put firefighting as 1. Now, some of these are going to be good at stuff. So for instance, Pew Pew is good at hunting. So if I put that as a 2, if there's a fire, he will put it out. If there's something to hunt, he will hunt it. But if there's both available, he'll always default to number 1. Right, so chef is a doctor. Now, trainer animal needs healing. So what I'm going to do is I need to put a little... I need to put a bed down. Put a bed down and we'll assign it as medical. And then we'll order you to go to bed. And then, so I've only got one that's really good at being a doctor, chef. We'll put you as number 1 for that. And we need some medicine. Now, generally, you don't want to use your best medicine. So we can look for this, wild heal root. So I'm going to harvest that. I'm going to get chef. Okay, we'll get Pew Pew to harvest this. Now, there's a chance when I harvest it, I'll get it. But there's also a chance I'll mess it up. So you can treat without medicine. Is that going to take ages to do? Okay, so let's have a little look around the map that we're on. So, can't see anything exciting. Normally you want to dig into these areas and build up your base. So, this looks interesting. Now that's a slate wall. That means there's probably something in there. There could be a mixture of things. There could be mechanoids. Could be a sarcophagi that you open and then horrible things come out. That's geothermals. Eventually we can build around that. I'm just trying to think where I want to build. I mean, I'm here. What the heck are they? Why were they looking like that? Oh, is that a new feature? So you can see the animals from the top. That's nice. Okay. We've got rhinos, stallions. Some of these I can capture. Well, I can train. It gives you a difficulty on training on... Which one is it? That's the percentage chance it'll attack you when you try and tame it and it fails. I was thinking of building around... I might build around here, you know. I could seal these walls off here. I could seal this off. I could seal that off. And then the only way they can come towards me is that way, which is pretty open, but I could start building mazes and stuff. Right. Anyway, let us do... Ooh, let me just check my resolution first. Are we on... Yeah, we're in the right resolution. Okay, you are... now, oh, it's annoying. He's tending them, but without any treatment. Well, any drugs. Okay, he did it with 90% thing though. That's all right. Right, I'm gonna allow access to food in case anyone wants it. Now, who else can do plant cutting? Pew Pew can, but you're gonna end up doing. I think trainer. We should dump up. We should do you as a 2. I'm going to allow access to half these things. Now, if you zoom right out and click on stuff, you see how it highlights it all? So 940 steel, whereas if you do it in a little area, 245. Now, I could do a little temporary base around here while we're setting up the base. So what? Let's do a little temporary base. So I'm going to go to structure, wall, wooden wall, and I'm gonna seal this up and make a little area. Now, this is the part where Shirlz is like, I can't remember how to do this. Now, I can do a generic room here, but they don't really like sharing rooms. So, we're just doing it like that, just because it means it's going to be an area where we can store. Well, we're not going to store stuff, but we're going to have somewhere to sleep. Now, one of the most important things in this game is stockpiles. So we're going to do a new stockpile zone, and we're going to do it over here. Now, the reason we're doing it over here is because I'm going to designate this as a wall, as a roof, sorry. So I'm going to build a roof there, and hopefully with the walls now, it will support the roof. Okay. Drafting for combat. Yeah, we know how to do that. You just click on a colonist and click draft. So let's do that one. Shelves, they're cool. So shelves are a newish thing, I think. You used to have to mod them in. You can store 3 times as much as empty ground. Item on shelves will also never deteriorate. That would be good. I could put shelves around here a little bit. Okay. And then you can configure stockpiles and storage tabs by selecting them and opening the storage tabs. You can change the priority of storage. Colonists will fill higher priority storage first. What? How do I access that? It must be down here. Wait a minute. Where's my storage? Is it because I've not got any things built yet? Structure, production, MISC. I'm not sure how you access storage. You can configure stockpiles and storage buildings by selecting them and opening the storage tab. Oh, it's here. Oh, okay, yeah. This is where we choose. You can disallow certain things in an area. So, for instance, this, I could say I want to store corpses in there, but I don't really want to store corpses in there, so we're not going to store corpses in there. Okay, hopefully we're going to get some of this heal root. Herbal medicine, nice. That spoils in 2.5 years, whereas if you look at this stuff, that deteriorates the quality down from 60. Now, I would like... Who else is good at combat? So, we're looking at hunting, trainer. Pew Pew's the main one, and then the trainer, I'm going to give you... We'll give you a revolver in a second. I'm just going to let them do all this. And as I said about the automation, look, so you see they're carrying all the stuff over there. Harvest botched. Boo. Okay. All the stuff's getting carried to the stockpile zone here. Interesting. So, I was hoping Pew Pew would pick that up. I think I can do this though. I can just like say, yeah, you drop that, you drop that. Right, no, drop the helmet. There you go. And then I can force them to wear it. If you hold down shift as well, I can make them do multiple things. So put that on, put that on, put the pants on. Nice. So you're fully fitted out now. Okay. And we're getting all the stuff hauled now. So look, building this roof here. So if you look at the stats for this stuff here now. So that says... It says it's still outside. We'll wait till all this is built. Hopefully that is going to update and say... There you go. The trait's disappeared now. I think it might have a bit of a delay in how it appears. Or it might be because it's on the edge. Now you can, let me see if I can find it. You can turn on roofs. How do I do that again? It is it in zone? We can do show roof. Oh no, I can't remember how to do it. There is a way of showing the roof. I mean, I can... Let's expand that. I don't know if that's deteriorating because it's right near the edge. Okay, we've got some beds on the go there. Okay, now people, what another big thing in this game is quality of goods. So when the colonist has made this, you can see he's made a normal quality bed, poor and a poor one. So they will be happier if they have good stuff. So that's not very good. There also is a beauty effect as well. Oh, I think the roofs is down here. I remembered now. Is it this one? Yeah, so you can see the roof effect there where it's green. Means there's like an overhang. I need to get all this stuff in the base. Let's just allow it all. Don't really need steel, but I'm going to take it. Just so we've got it. Okay, so you can handily click on that and see. Right, so look, there's no roof on these bits yet. Pew Pew is building the roof though. Because nobody wants to sleep under the stars unless you're a cowboy. Okay. Hauling. Now, one thing I do like about mods is there's a mod we can do. I think it's like... Is it pick up and haul? Because if you notice them now taking stuff, unless they've changed it, yeah, one item at a time. So it does take a while to haul everything. Right, let's see if this has improved the quality of my stuff now. Still says it's deteriorating. Let's see. It used to be a way you could build it like maybe it's clever now and it knows that that isn't that isn't under a roof. It used to say it wasn't under a roof. Okay, right. I'm gonna let's mine this out a little bit. I'm gonna make this a bit more even. Now I'll turn the roof off for a second. Now if it's brown like that, you can tell what it's made of. So that's a wooden wall we've done. We've got a door there. Now, where are you going? They do like to do stuff like this. They'll randomly just go. And that one's cloud. Looking at the clouds, I think. Wow, you're really good at mining. How are you so good at mining? Level 6. Nice. Okay, so we're just making this a little bit more like of an even shape. So I just want to dig it out, make it a bit more even. Now we do need a dumping pile. So stuff like this, sandstone chunk, that needs to like go in like a dumping pile so it doesn't clutter the base up. So you can do a zone, and I think you do a dumping zone here. Now eventually we're going to have people coming in and attacking us and stuff. So I'm going to do... Ooh, I've just found some extra food. Yeah, I'm going to do a dumping zone there for the moment. And then we're also going to go allow those meals. Now, what I like to do also is Try and zoom on all the map and see. Make sure you get as many meals as you can on the map. Can't see any more. Okay, you can double click on the colonists as well, which we are doing. Right. We need to start making plans for food. We need to do the defenses. Now, we're going to look at animals. So, you can train some animals to haul for you. So, I would like some animals that can haul. Now, which ones will haul? I know you used to be able to get dogs to haul for you. I'm just thinking about stallions. If I look at the information, I think you can look on these and it will tell you what they can do. Can you see if they can haul? Pack animal. Now, does it tell me? It doesn't tell me. Trainability, none. That's no good. Fox. Can we train a fox? Intermediate. So you can train it to guard and attack. Doesn't sound very fun. What about a boom rat? Oh. Available training, tameness. The animal can be learned to consider itself a member of your colony. I don't know. I don't think any of these can actually haul. I don't want to risk doing like a warg or something. They would be good for defending though. I mean, I can get like a turkey. That's going to give me eggs. A short, fat, flightless bird known for its hilarious gobbling call. I'm assuming rhinos can't be trained, can they? Oh, they can do guard and attack. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can get them to haul. I mean, no. Sometimes you used to start with a member of the colony, like a dog, and like a Labrador, and you could train it to do that. Doesn't seem to be we can do that. You can milk these though. The boomalope. I think you can get chems from them. Anyway, we're going to bed. Our first day. Let's look at the mood of the people. So we'll go to needs. So in pain, 8 without a table, minor pain. Yeah, so we do need to try and make them a little bit happier. So I think we should start off by maybe sealing up the base a little bit. Now you can look up here and see what materials you've got. So what I'm going to do is, now the weird thing about this game is if you put like a wall here, enemies, some will go, oh, there's a wall. If you put a wall here and the door, they'll go, oh, there's a door, I'm going to attack it. So depending on what enemies come depends on what you want. So I'm just going to do a wall for now, standard wooden wall. And I'm going to do some recreation. So we're going to do a horseshoe pin. Colonists need to be happy. So we'll put a recreation little pin there. And I'm going to mine that random. Oh, I don't think. Oh, it's a steel wall. Yeah, we can claim that. Ooh. Cooler? Wait a minute. You can install a cooler into stuff like that. You didn't used to be able to. Right, we'll deconstruct that because we don't want it there. It's just a piece of metal. Now, this isn't a massive area to dig into, but we are going to start digging into this. So the digging system in this is really cool. So you just go like this and then start planning your rooms. So I'm going to do all my rooms the same size. What's that? That's 16. I'm going to do 4 separate rooms. And then you just designate where it's all going to be. So we got 4 rooms for colonists. And we're also going to do another room down here. I think this will be our kitchen. And then I want another one, which is eventually going to be our food reserves or food storage room. So we'll do that there. I think that'll be okay. We'll need to do it near the edge to get AC in. Right, we've got techers as well. So research, this is what we start off with. We've got stone cutting, passive cooling, furniture, complex clothing. We've got electricity. So we actually have got the ability to do refrigeration. Now, I've got a choice to do with food. So I could grow food and then cook the meals. Or I could just do... You can do a thing called nutrient paste, which they don't particularly like. But it is an easy way of doing it. Anyway, I think that's all I'm going to show you for now. So this is first little look at Rimworld. So if enough of you watch this and want like a series out of this, we'll do a little series of it. And if you've noticed anything else cool in 1.6 that I've not noticed myself yet, comment and let me know, because there's so much quality of life bits and stuff like that. So I've not fully explored it yet. So if there's anything I should be looking out for, let me know. Anyway, that's it for now. I am shirlierox. This has been Rimworld 1.6. Oh, the nostalgia vibes are real. What a game. See you next time.